it's stunning how goddamn often Republicans will trip over their own dicks in their race to legislate something without realizing what they're doing. So we saw this happen. I don't know if it was Idaho or Montana, one of those states up there. I think it was during the pandemic. They like got it into the U.S. or not the U.S. the state constitution there. When everybody was talking about vaccines, that you have bodily autonomy and nobody can make you do anything with your body, medically speaking. God damn it! It just had to fucking, we're all free Americans. And then after Roe v. Wade fell, they wanted to pass an anti-abortion law, and the opponents of that went, hey, you guys put it in the Constitution that we all have bodily autonomy and that you can't make us do what you want us to do with our bodies. And so they like accidentally created a pro-choice amendment to their state constitution in their haste to try and stick it to Biden, right? And now we're seeing that again. Another state legislature tried to put into a budget bill that the state's community colleges cannot have any public space that was based on gender or sex or whatever. I'm going to show you the video here in just a moment. What they did in their wording was accidentally mandate that all public bathrooms on these universities be unisex bathrooms.
I'm kind of curious, as we're going through some of the sections, what the definition of common areas would be with Section 217I. The language here says that language restricts community colleges from having any common area spaces that are restricted by sex or race. What is the definition of a common area? Because could one make the case that if this were to put in, then you would have to have gender-neutral bathrooms?
Well, a common area could be a bathroom, yes.
So if this were to be implemented, God forbid, then there would be unisex bathrooms.
Go ahead.
I will say, Representative, from a technical perspective, common areas is not defined in the budget bill.
They're accidentally going to make all gender neutral bathrooms on college campuses in Michigan because they don't think about this. They just know they got to stick it to the fucking left. They just know they got to do something. They're constantly in search of a solution for a problem that doesn't exist. And while racing to come up with this solution to this problem that doesn't exist, they fuck themselves in the process. I mean, you can kind of see the wheels spinning in that guy's head as that young man is explaining to him, what you've done here is you have inadvertently said that by law, all bathrooms on community colleges, campuses in the state of Michigan must be gender neutral. Once it's explained to him from that perspective, he's like, motherfucker. Yeah, I guess we did do that, didn't we? Yes, you did. You did. Now, I don't know if that law has actually passed or that was just the debate process, but that's something that they want to get into the budget bill, right? Without thinking about it. Without thinking about what it would actually do. Because they just gotta stick it to somebody.